Hello there. In this video I just want to take a look at and explain to you about my HR/employment law service for small and medium employers. The whole purpose of my service, I'm a solicitor, my name is Terry Gorry. The whole purpose is to help you avoid stress and reduce costly claims against you from employees. So if you're an employer or HR professional, it should be of interest to you, because there's always the worry about successful claims against you for things like unfair dismissal, breach of contract, personal injury, stress, bullying, discrimination, equality, redundancy, rest breaks, holiday pay, disciplinary issues. There is a huge amount of employment law and regulations and statute that employers have to be concerned about. Other problems will arise obviously as well, and then you may have a NERA inspection, that's the National Employment Rights Authority. If not dealt with properly, and if NERA are not absolutely satisfied, they can bring criminal prosecutions in either the district or the circuit court. Problems with employees, as you know, as an employer yourself, will arise in relation to discipline, absenteeism, sick leave, long-term illness, substance abuse, gross misconduct. There are a myriad of reasons why issues and problems may crop up from time to time, and most employers are too busy trying to run their business and make a profit without having to be overly concerned about HR or employment law. So it can be a real problem for employers. Compensation has increased in recent years in the various tribunals. For example, the Employment Appeals Tribunal in 2008, the claim or the average payout for an unsuccessful unfair dismissal claim was $11,500. That increased by 2010 to 18,000. So the likelihood is it's significantly more today in 2016. My employment law HR service is a bit unique insofar as there are no monthly fees. There is no long-term commitment or contract which you might pay with other service providers. I provide contracts for employment, assistance and advice for all issues that might crop up in your workplace. I can provide you with the procedures and policy documents that you need. I can provide you with staff handbooks, legal representation in the courts, at the Labour Court, the Equality Tribunal and Workplace Relations Commission. I can also give you advice and help in relation to NERA inspections. As I say, there's no monthly fee with my service and there's no 12-month contract. Most providers will be very anxious to sign you up for a long-term contract, and some of the contracts can be quite onerous. They can be hard to get out of as well if things go wrong or if the relationship breaks down. In those situations then you pay a monthly fee regardless of how good an employer you are. So there's no huge reward for you in being a good employer, because if you run a really, really good house, then you're not going to have issues, and you're paying out a regular monthly fee for advice that you may not need and for issues that may not crop up. My service, you only get paid for what you get. If you have no problems or issues with your employees, you pay nothing. There's no yearly or any contract involving recurring fees. You only pay as you need it on an ad hoc basis. You're not spending money every month for a service that you might rarely use, especially if you run a good, tight, responsible ship and you are a good employer. You can contact me then by phone or email at any time. I also provide legal advice and representation, which is a bit different from other suppliers who may have to outsource this aspect of their service. So I'm saying there, unlike many providers of similar employment law or HR services, we can offer legal advice and representation in the courts, as well as for all other issues that might occur. We're in daily touch, in regular contact with instructing barristers who specialise in employment law. So we can advise with all aspects of the law, including personal injuries, workplace stress claims, unfair dismissal, constructive dismissal, 2P regulations, redundancy. We can help you with negotiated exits from the employment as well, and without prejudice discussions. I'm a solicitor, as I say. My name is Terry Gorry. I have a BCom from UCD. I've been an employer and a small business owner since 1986, so I know what running a small business is like. I've come across most problems that you will face both as an employer and an employee. or as an employer, I've come across them obviously as an employer and a solicitor in my own previous work prior to becoming a solicitor and in my role as a solicitor. I've also written 3 books about employment law in Ireland, which are on sale on Amazon. So if you want to check those out, you can have a look on amazon.com or .co.uk. If you want to see what others say about me, don't mind what I say, have a look at my testimonials page. Just go to employmentrightsIreland.com/testimonials. It's on my website. You'll see yourself what other people have said. If you only have a few employees, it doesn't matter, because that's how I started out too. Everybody starts somewhere. The longest journey begins with a single step, and you only pay for what you need anyway. So you may only need one contract or a staff handbook or some contact in relation to a particular issue with a particular employee. Maybe it's your only employee. That's no problem. I provide services in those areas as well. The whole purpose of my service is to provide a professional, painless, cost-effective solution for HR issues. It's to take the hassle out of employment law for small owners and small employers. So, the whole purpose, as I say, the whole objective is to give you peace of mind knowing that you are legally compliant in all aspects of employment law. It's useful, I think, as well, and it reduces a lot of stress if you know that there's somebody that you can actually call on and fall back on to run something past if an issue arises in your workplace. You can contact me there, either of those web addresses, or email addresses rather, or on that telephone number 046-954-964. My office is on Main Street in Enfield, and you can learn more about us and what we do at some of our employment rights or some of our websites, employmentrightsIreland.com and businessandlegal.ie. I hope this service might be of assistance to you.